What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good to see y'all. Rolf, Barbie, Marco. How's everybody doing? Ground Fog, good to see you. Henry, Mick, Dang Riggedy Ross, Mr. David Jewell. What is happening? Just Nate, what's up, brother? Good to see y'all. Mr. Chris, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Homer, Douglas, what's up, everybody? Kathleen, good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Choo. Neil McKenzie, what up? What up? Audio is good, right? Audio looks good. One thing I've learned about this mic is it is a lot less sensitive than my Logitech mic. Like, this one wants you to be like, it wants to be in your mouth. Really? You know what I mean? What up, Brian? Good to see you, brother. How you doing, my man? Carmen, what up? How's everybody doing? Good to see y'all. Anybody get anything new? Drop in what you're carrying. Drop in what you are carrying for tonight. Be quiet, fairy tale. Okay. We don't need that. Well, we'll keep that up. Okay. Video looks good. Audio looks good. We're in pretty good shape. This is rare territory for us, for things to be going right. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare occasion here. So what we will do, let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I figured tonight, the members video will be up soon. It'll be one like last week where it's just me sitting here talking to you guys. And we'll start that now, and it'll be up here real soon, you know, couple minutes. What else was I gonna say? Oh. I did a video and I released it today. It's a video I'd wanted to do for a while on companies that like fly under the radar type of deal. Because a lot of people will comment and say either one of a couple things. They'll say like, this insert whatever company does make solid knives and they found them by a random chance or took a chance on them or whatever. Or there's people who never even heard of the company when they should be hearing about the company. So I did a video on companies that fly under the radar for people, for anyone, but mainly for people who are fairly early on in the collecting path, or just the buying knives path in general, because you don't know what you don't know. So there's a whole freaking knife world out there. It was it's almost like you find out the longer you're here, the more you find out about shit that you had no idea about. So that was kind of what that video was rooted in, to kind of, most of the companies that are on that list, all of them, are companies that I try to check their stuff out and tell people about, because they are solid companies, but they're just not on the mainstream like some are. So the question is, who is a company, in your opinion, that flies under the radar? Yeah. I figured we'd talk about a couple of them tonight. Carrying the locust that you sent me. You sent me. You sent it to me? Or did me send it to you? No, that's cool. I like that knife a lot. That was a good one. Actually, I'm waiting. Was that the locust, right? The spear point. I have been waiting for weeks for CJRB to, unless they did, and I just don't know, but the perfect locust project. Does anybody know if are they available? Last I knew, they weren't. But I've been sitting on this video for weeks at this point to come out so I could release that damn video. Driving me nuts. Picked up a new Nebo hat, headlamp, light, and have a dead sober Gideon and 2 Tempest downdrafts on the way for Brian. Holy smokes. Knife Monkey, what is happening? Good to see you. Good to see you. Tenable Bomber, Ozark Trail for Rolf. I like it. I like it. The Bomber is it still? It was in stock. And a lot of people. No, you dirty girl. A lot of people were, let me see. A lot of people wanted that knife. And, ooh, they're almost all gone again. They're almost all gone again. Holy smokes. And, well, let's do this. You could say, these guys, so it depended on how I wanted to do the video, but I was going to include Tenable just because they're a new company that, they wouldn't be, they'd be flying under the radar, technically. They almost made the cut. I was going to do some extras. I'll put a little linky poo and a little coupon code. Go pick one of them up. Big Jim, what up? But if you want to check out a Midgard Messer type design, it's a beast. It's 230 thousandths on the blade stock, I believe, of D2. And it's a big old boy. Big old boy. And do they have a picture of it? Look at that. Full length titanium backspacer. And you get a milled tie clip too. So it's pretty sweet for $70 or whatever. Rick, what is happening? Matt celebrating 3 months. Evening, aw, hell yeah. Oh, Lady Dora, we're coming through the... Yeah, a little of that and a little of that. Although I'm going to make it so that's going to be coming through there. Hells yeah, brother. 3 months, baby, for Matt. Drop in if you're just coming in. What you're carrying. Let us know. I gotta know. Yeah, it's extremely comfortable. The handle lends itself to being comfortable already, but then you factor in that it's got that full length backspacer. They could easily, if they, with Concept, the way they've been finishing what they're doing, which is on a pretty high level, I would say, in comparison to where they were, a year or so ago. Concept has made some big leaps. They still got some stuff they can get better at for sure, but as far as like their frame lock folders are going, they are killing it. If they took that Bomber and they would end up probably putting S35, but if they did that thing and souped it up, they might even be working on that. They might be. Let me guess, that didn't work because of the code or something. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even see your comment yet, and I thought to myself, that's happened before. What's up, Rat King? Yeah, I guess I should tell you. I mean, you can see there, 3.53 inch blade, almost 8.4 overall, and it's got a heftiness to it, but it's not ridiculously heavy. Like, you pick that knife up, if you don't mind a full size folder, and you're like, yeah, this thing feels good. But yeah, if Concept were to, what else? Which other one? Oh, okay, the red G10 with the black blade. Which one do I got? I got the, it's not even here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's a really sweet knife. So they changed the texture up. That's a G10 with frag. And then they did some micarta, which I thought those would sell out pretty quick. When I saw these two, I was like, yeah. This one I almost bought, but I was like, I don't freaking need two of these damn knives. But this one was real tempting. But, I do dumb things as a collector. RB, what is happening? Yeah, for $70, man, it's if you like a full-size knife, it is even if you're out of that stage, like you're too good for $70 knives or whatever. It's still one of those, but you're a collector though. It's kind of one of them ones you're like, yeah, maybe I should pick that one up. And if you do, use my link. Paul, what up? Roman, Roach. Help with giggity gadgets. Drop in what you're carrying if you feel like it. The only one shaking the camera will be the dog if he runs into my table again. Knock him out next time. And the next time you move your camera, dude, I'll punch him in the head. No, I always bitch at him. TKE, what up? Oh, here we go with that OTF. All right, send it in, dude. I'll check it out. I'm so far behind it don't even matter. Send it. All right, we're not we'll click on these. TKE coming in with 15 months of membership. 15 months, almost a whole year. You're getting close, dude. Give you that 1 year. We'll give you that 1 year salute anyway, because you're almost. Would that be 1 month? Should we? Appreciate you, brother man. I'll tell you one knife, and I'm not like I like autos because I'm a collector before anything else, and I appreciate autos. This ZT, guys, is like just the design. They need to make this into a manual version as well. But I told the people, the dude over at ZT, I said it's a out the side auto. It's USA made. It's got a full titanium frame, and then it's got the micarta show side. I know some people don't care for that. I was originally in that crowd of not really caring for it, but there are certain ones that I don't mind, and this is definitely one of them. But this design is mean as hell. It's got like I don't know. It's got like a user aesthetic right off the get-go with the natural micarta and the finish to the blade. But then it's in freaking crew wear too. So it's an out the side USA made auto in crew wear. I was like, this thing, I don't know that there is another. There's no other. I don't know of any autos in crew wear to begin with. But there could be, and I might be. Yeah, I forgot to stop that member video. It's going to be like 15 minutes. Oh, well. It'll be a little bit till that's ready. You guys should have reminded me, dude. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? It'll be ready. No, I'm going to knock that dog out. Roachman's got the Excalibur and the ABW Slippy. Very solid. Very solid. I think you're just looking. What's really going on is what Riggedy Ross is trying to say is he loves it, but he wants me to check it out, so I'll love it and I'll want to buy it. That's what he's saying. TRM Neutron and the Bug Out. Very nice. Clean. All US carry for Paulie. Yeah, he's spoiled. He's spoiled. Kev, what up? Drop in what you're carrying, bro. Carrying the Toth, the Skaha, and the Voodoo for help with gadgets. Which Voodoo? The Tuya? The Null? Or is there another one? Is there another one we don't know about? Kevin Smith coming in with 1.5 years, baby. Yeah, buddy. Right behind him, G. Just hit 1.5 years. The Magic Twinkle. Star. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. 15 Mizzy months for Kev, and then we got 3 months coming in for Big Jim. He likes that ZT. You know what? I do too, man. It's a design. Hold on here. Yeah, it's sweet, man. And I'm not a huge fan of like the show side being micarta and the one side being titanium on most things, but the way it was worked into this knife and the fact that there's still a titanium liner, which I think some people just don't know, there's actually a titanium liner. Instead of doing just a piece of micarta as the entire show side, it's cut in half and they did titanium and then a nice little thin piece of micarta on top. And then the tie side has this real dark acid wash look finish to it. And the blade has a similar finish. It won't come through on the camera in this lighting, but it's got a user finish. It looks like I don't want to say traditional, but it looks like I don't know, like it's been around, if you know what I mean. But then you're like, oh, it's got a button, and the action's good. The action's good. It jiggles. It jiggles, baby. It's got some power. It's pretty good. I have ProTech out the side autos, Microtech, and then some other ones. This is pretty damn good. I won't say it's better than this one or whatever, but I will say it feels just like a LUDT would. Like pretty. Might have to do a video on that. On autos, people will love that. There is a big auto crowd out there. A lot of the people that watch my video, well, no, I don't know. It depends. DBD, disabled but deadly. What up, bro? Good to see you. Drop in what you're carrying. Good to see you, brother. Do we got mods in here that can leave links to channels? Let's go over here and we'll look at... No. Don't do that to me. Don't you do it, you dirty girl. You dirty girl there. There she is. Good size, too. It's not small. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. 8 inches, though. 8-incher. So she's a good size. And, hey. Do it up. Do it. But no, it's just, that needs a, keep the crew wear, keep everything the same, even, for all I care, and do a manual locking version of this. Maybe make it 8.5. Just give that little 1/2 inch. It could make a difference. It makes a difference. But yeah, it's a good looking knife. I was raving about it, just the aesthetic of it, and then I got it, and it actually lived up to, you know how you get something and you can make it up to be like it won't be that good, like it'll be really good, like it might be pretty good when you're just taking that gamble. But I was thinking it's gonna be decent, but it's not going to be what it could be, right? Like its full potential. And I would say it is. They did a good job with it. The action, it's good. How much of the button sticks out in order to, actuate the opening. It works really good. Really good. I haven't put it down. Gets me real excited, though. Tom, what up? Carried the Manix 2 XL. Nice. Very nice. Found a vintage 61 John Deere case Texas toothpick. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Pickled steel Warhog and the Clio from Artisan. Kaiser Parakeet. All Johann Jordan designs in the pocket today. Along with an Aries and Kubi collaboration Bloom on the belt. Sweet. That's a freaking loadout. That's a loadout, bro. Someway, what up? Mad Yako, what up? What up, what up? Carried my QC Waypoint L, and it was the perfect steak knife tonight. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a forever type knife there. Nick Traveliti, what up, what up? Good to see you. I don't want to sell it. Haha. I just really want people to know about it. Because it's freaking sweet. All right, send it in. We'll do something up. We'll do something up. It's because I'm a nice feller. Because I'm a nice feller. Geo Knife Ethereal, Remet Wild Species, and now the Lothar Lich King 2. Or Lich King. One of the ones. One of the ways. Yeah, sweet, man. I do have a Geo here to check out and see what's up with them. I got to get in contact with Geo, actually. The auto, dude, I know some people don't like them, and some people, they're illegal where they are, so they either accept they can't get them or they don't like them because they can't own them. But, you know, as a collector, this thing, I was trying to rack my brain, and I couldn't answer. Well, I could early on. So, but I'm still debating with myself, but I think I'm right. I was thinking, would I rather have the LUDT, which is a knife I bought a long time ago now, and I love it. It's a tank. It's a beast. Or would I rather have this? And I keep wanting to say to myself, I want this one. I want the ZT. Which I love the LUDT. But this is as good, and it's got a steel that I prefer. You know, I prefer crew wear all day to M390. So I'm still sitting on it, though. And I might sit on it for a little while. But I don't know. Hinder XM18 Spanto. Origin collab and an SPK Shark with a 1911 Leatherworks slip. Roll Shambo. How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you, buddy. Carried today is the Koenig Mini Goblin V2 and the knife I call Micro, my Parrot 3 lightweight, because it does all the dirty jobs. That's a good knife to have as the kind of the primary user, right? You know, I always called them secondaries to me in my mind. I always classified like the budget knife or the user knife as my secondary, but really that's the primary. That's the primary. That's the one you're going to pull out to use. So, but I've always thought in my head that's a secondary, but really it's not. It's a primary. If you let me come on next Saturday, I won't say anything to embarrass you. Like, Poo poo. PP. Lando, what is up, dude? Good to see you. 6 months of membership. Can I get some air horn? Pew, pew, pew. Give you an air horn. I will give you the air horn. No question about it. Where are we at here? There we are. We got links rolling in for all kinds of channels. Over 10K to school for school. Rolls Royce himself. TKE posted a link there for Rochambeau. I'm sure most of you are subscribed over there, but if you're not, double check. Go give him a sub. He's got great videos over there doing all kinds of crazy good video and audio. Make a grown man jealous. That's what I say. I'm working on it, though. I'm coming for you. Talk about learning a bunch of shit I didn't think I'd ever learn, though. And I'm still a dumbass when it comes to any of that stuff. But I never thought I'd edit, ever. I never thought I would edit. And then one day I was like, I want to add some words. And then it just kind of expanded from there. But still something I'm toying with. And I've limited what I'm doing video-wise. I'm setting up this room, actually, to not only be able to film tabletops, but I have a couch over there and a nice setting to do, like, sitting on the couch videos type of deal, you know. So it wouldn't be maybe, it could still be an unboxing, but it'll just be a completely different style. But I almost got this room close. It's close to... It's almost done. We're going to probably paint it, possibly. I got to figure out which color is going to be best in here, whether it's white, black, gray. I don't know what color is the best to have. But it'll be completely foamed, insulated. The sound in here has gotten even better. Because the more foam I add, you know, it makes it better. It's made it way better. So the audio's gotten good in the unboxings. But anyway, we'll be doing some couch sessions here real soon. Confessions on the couch. Mini bug out, S90V, titanium scales for rigidity. And a 3-inch DLT no choil slicer M390 modded out of course. Very nice, Rick. Cicero, what is happening? Waylon, what up, what up? Love my Dirac Delta, but I'm selling that. Nice. Microtech, yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, man. The Microtechs are nice, but... like, if I had to get rid of... I don't count my godson. That was a gift from Ashley, so I don't really count that one as getting rid of. But if I could only have one, I would probably go with the ZT. It's a beast. It's a beast. Absolute beast. Brian, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. But anyway, for the people who are just coming in, we are talking about companies that fly under the radar. And if you yourself have an opinion on a company that you really like that flies under the radar. I gotta know. Because tonight's video that went up is all about knife companies that fly under the radar. There's a members video posted at the top of the chat. TKE's got the mini grip 80 AWT tie scales. Got in a trade for the Kunwu Pulsar. Nice. Snagged the dark mode downdraft today for Cicero. Very nice. Yeah, Metal Complex. Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. Were you in there, Marco? I think it was last weekend, 1 or 2 weekends ago. He admitted in his live stream he thinks about G-Ball Vision while he's going to sleep. So it's, it's just me being his son. He's always thinking about me. Love you, Dad. Love you, man. New smock and crew wear with my 1888 silver dollar coin, oak clip, and a hank in the pocket today for Mr. Henry. I like it. Smock and crew wear. Choo. Yeah, that's some good stuff. The crew wear that Spyderco does, it's good stuff. And the oak clips are sweet. We might get a little crazier here yet, Brian. Later, DBD. Good to see you, brother. $2 G-Baller holler there from BEEDC. What up, fam? Hope everyone is doing great. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Little star. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing good. Throwing what you're carrying. Anyone seen E to the F and D? I haven't seen him for a few days. Longer. I saw a sweet little fixie on Knife Nerd's channel today. UTE D-Trail. UTE D-Trail. GV, what up? Relentless Audits, what up? What up? Yeah, it's definitely a learning experience. It is, and it is definitely fun. Unboxing on the couch. BNA gifting a membership. Appreciate that, brother, man. Mr. ISP picking one up. Hells to the yeah. Yeah, there's a members giveaway. Always, like always. And then we got our normal run-of-the-mill 15-25 deal. Fook, what up, buddy? Throw in your carry, baby. BNA stomping his nuts on the floor here. 24 months. 2 years of this shit. Sadly, yeah. Dude, that deserves a double air horn. And we'll give you another round of applause. Freaking original, man. 2 years. What's up, brother? What you carrying, dog? What you carrying? I have a broken radar. What do you mean, radar? 704 gear for Cicero. They do help with gadgets. That's actually a company that, when I heard their name, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, probably like 2 years ago. I didn't really think a whole lot of them. But that's one of them times where I was on, what was the website? I don't know. I was on some random website for a random reason. And I happened to see an exclusive American Blade Works Model 1 sitting there. And I just picked it up and I was like, damn, this is good. But yeah, that's definitely a company that needs more recognition. I've done a bunch of videos on ABWs. I have a couple, but I've included them in quite a few videos. I do want to check out the slip joint. When I could have got one last year at Blade Show, I ended up digging the dog and missed out. SOG Terminus, full ambient tough. I agree. That's a tough blade. Yeah, TRM. I think they yeah, help with gadgets. I am. I think he's probably like 2 years older than me, maybe. But I call him dad all the time. If I make it into a live stream or I comment on his video, I always say something along them lines. But yeah, he's only like 2 or 3 years older, I think. But yeah, G-Ball Vision is on the brain for Mr. Daddy-O over there. Yeah, see, Roach was in there. There was people in there. But TRM, yeah, they do. They certainly do. There's a lot of companies that you could say, you know, they're kind of behind the scenes and do a kick-ass job. Foreign companies and U.S. companies alike. And what I say in the video, you know, stands at the end. You know, those aren't the only companies that fly under the radar. They're just some of the ones. And there could even be another video, you know, dedicated to, I don't know if it'd be another 10 spot like that one is, but could. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, they to someone, all companies or, you know, a lot of companies fly under the radar to someone who's like brand new to the knife world, who just comes in. They might not know anyone but a few of the household names, you know, Buck, Essie, and some people might not know even who the hell some of them companies are. So it's all subjective. Good to see y'all. Gonna be following along, getting hit by the shingles. Ooh. Oh no. On the hands and he can't flick no knives, bro. Oh. Oh. That just freaking cuts me deep. That cuts me real deep. Can't even flick a knife, dude. And that should be something you're always able to do. I know there's been a couple times where I really cut the hell out of my thumb from dicking around, and also at the same time cut the hell out of like my middle finger. And then, you know, on my dominant hand. So it's like, damn, I can use my pointer finger to do a flipper tab, you know. Can't really do thumb flicks, can't really do reverse flicks, so you're limited. But that sucks, man. Hope that clears up quickly. Yeah, the Spyderco's Crewwear is pretty dope. Spyderco Bodacious for BNA. It's on my mind, dude. It's something. I'm waiting for them to do it in like Crewwear or something, and I'll be all over that bad boy. Can't quit fidgeting with my new Kubi Silo in Dark Wash. If you haven't checked it out, you should. They're sick. I'll have to scope them out. Kubi's not a company that's real like some companies are real conversative, even if they, whatever. But some companies just, the dialogue is not that great, They haven't yet gotten to the point where they've realized, hey, we need someone who is more fluent in what the hell people are saying, But yeah, they need to get some people in there like just, Yes, Kathleen, that's it. There's nothing involved in the video. It's just me sitting there talking to you guys. Cold Steel Mayhem, Vosteed Thunderbird, Defcon Fulcrum, Kershaw Capsule, and a Leatherman Arc for Fook. Very nice. Later, brother. It's good to see you. You know what, B? I have reached out to them. Now, they might not look at their shit, really, but I've reached out to them a couple of times, and I think I have. I think I've reached out to them at least once, anyway. But, yeah, they're a company I saw, and I was like, oh, looks like, I think, what would they do? Like traditional Japanese type designs, or at least some of the ones I seen. But, yeah, they looked interesting. And I think I saw them do some, didn't I see them doing ZDP 189 too, I think? Yeah, there's a bunch of companies that really, whether they're newer within the last year or so, too, that would be flying under the radar for people who have even been around for a little bit. It's like I said in that video, I'm still learning about new companies even now. And I don't, it's probably been close to a decade since I've been here. Pretty close. I don't remember exactly when, but it's been pretty close to that. And I'm still learning about new companies. And then there's new companies that start up. Or I'm still learning about companies that have existed for a while and I didn't know about them. And then there's new companies that pop up. So there's a lot. Carrying the Spyderco Para 3, a waxed ring Chitin Fixie, Swiss Army SD Classic, Leatherman Sidekick, and a Workos TS12 for Adventure Fitty. Very nice. Tie Liner Lock Concept Main Street, Kaiser Mini Momo, and a Canary Fixie from QSP for Brian. Nice. Nice. HJK, what up? What up? Rocking the Civivi Thug and the Elementum Slip Joint. Nice variety there. Nice variety there. I like that. David Jewell, what up, dude? $5 G-Baller holler. Just used my Crewwear to put a hurting on a bag of frozen curly fries. What do you got? What do you got in Crewwear? What are you doing? Or What do you got? The smock? Till 3 years ago, I've heard of only 2 modern knife companies. Benchmade. Right, Rolf. That's what I mean. Like when I'm somewhat, like I worked at Gander Mountain when I was like 16, 17 into my senior year, you know, and they would let us buy knives. Like they didn't care. They let us buy knives. But we had like, they had SOG. And that's how I learned about more companies than just like Buck and Case and GEC, you know. Like Schrade I knew of when I was a young kid because we had a fixed blade from them. But then when I went to Gander Mountain, it expanded to like SOG and Gerber and some CRKT, some other companies. But then you look up like your first video on a knife and then you're like, oh, holy shnikes. There's a freaking ton of information here. But yeah, and you're going to keep learning all along the way. No question. Rolf, 7 months, baby. 7 months I'm bona fide. Hell yeah, brother. 7 mizzy months. That's what I'm talking about. David coming in, becoming a member. That deserves an old air horn there. Yeah, we have a video at the top of the chat for the members giveaway tonight. And if we hit what I put, 15, if we hit 15 members, we'll do another one. If we hit 25, we'll do another one. So on and so forth. Black on black, Pony Stout, black Power Pint, black on black, Mini Pyrite, black Wedge Light. What, a Streamlight? They did those in black too? Is that what you're talking about? Black Ridge wallet, black belt with the boots to match. I think it's safe to say you're blacked out. Just don't black out. Lone Star, what up? Magnamax Steel has arrived. This is the way. I'll decide that. I'll be the decider. What is that? What are you talking about? Defiant 7 is a brand that almost no one knows about, and they put out bangers. Their autos rival ProTech. Let's go look at this. Are you telling me? Are you telling me the truth? Are you telling me the truth? Let me see. Let me see. You dirty girl. You dirty girl. There we go. This is off B's recommendation, so let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh shit, Les George. What's going on up in here? I like that, bitch. Hell, that looks like a ProTech clip. Is ProTech OEM in these? Oh, well, no, I guess. No, well. Hell, kind of looks like a Benchmade pattern mixed with ProTech. I like this knife, though. What size is that? 154, 3 1/4, with a black DLC blade. Really? Let me see what's going on up in here. I like that. I like those, though. Oh, what do we got here? How big is this? 3 3/4 of S45. Ooh. What, you got one of these, dog? You got one of these? This is my speed right here. 3 3/4. 8.5 overall. So that's a little bit bigger than the ZT that I've been showing here. A little bit bigger than that ZT. Let's see what else we got here. Couple sold out joints. Let me look at this anyway. The Hyrax. Hyrax. What are we getting for 450? Magna Cut with Mokume. Yeah, Mokume is a beautiful material, that's for sure. What is this USA made stuff? Huh. Usually they have like a little blurb about themselves. Alan Elishewitz, Les George. Well, you don't see Elishewitz doing a whole lot other than Hogue, right? Typically. Yeah, it would be a good idea. Tuya has also done that. Yako. Does Kubi have separate parts? OEM for other designers and their own knives? Yeah, Kubi is also, they also do OEM work. Yeah. If an American company like Devo or whoever requests a certain product, like say Kevin requests a certain handle material or something, Kubi could then be like, oh, we like this stuff too, and then buy more of it and use it on other knives if that's what you're asking. Ron, what up, buddy? Good to see you. I didn't even know those were releasing today, but I'm pretty sure they did really well. I think what I saw in the chat was that they were gone or about to be gone. Cold Steel Voyager XL Barang, Sencut Sitius, a Little Ham, and an Egger Tactical Fingernail Cleaner. Not my thing. My Frenzy is 5.5 inches. The Frenzy's a freaking like a little mini sword. Yeah, Crewwear. I like Crewwear. Crewwear is one of my favorites. Arizona, what up, buddy? Throw in your carry. Williams got the Quiet Carry West today. Very nice. I like Quiet Carry quite a bit. The Vanax Drift is a knife. If you only wanted to get one, that would be a good one to pick up. Nice pickup, David. The once the spider bites you, man, you can really get a sickness. I went from wondering why, and a lot of people go through this, but I wondered, like, because my first knife I ever bought, the first knife I bought when I started to get into collecting, I actually technically wasn't into collecting yet. I just told myself I want to get one knife, a solid one, USA made. I've told the story before, but I thought to myself, I want to get a good knife. I got these Sogs and Gerbers and a bunch of other crap that I had for years. And in 2016, maybe, somewhere around in there, I was like, I want a good knife. that has a good name, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I thought of, I was like, I'll just get, I'll get a good buck 110 or see what's up with a buck 110. And I found out, I started thinking, I don't want a buck 110. They don't got a clip and they're heavy as hell. Come to find out, they had come out with what they call the Pro and Pro Plus models, and there's more now. But back then, I think it was the Pro Plus, I think. Came in S30V with their Boss heat treat, and it had my Carta handles. It was thinned up, had a clip. So I bought that, like $110. I was like, I'm never going to spend that much money again. And I had a habit of, fidgeting with my knives on occasion. So I would, flick that thing open all the time. I even have my name laser engraved in the blade. Probably give that to Micro G-Ball at some point. But I started thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a knife that, I can flick easier. And so I looked up the Buck 110 for some reason on YouTube. And in a video on a Buck 110, somebody, whoever it was, I don't remember who it was, what creator, but it was pretty much the first knife video I had ever watched. They had a bug out in that video. And they were like flicking it open real quick, closing it real quick. I was like, that's what I need, because I want to be able to freaking mess with this thing. So anyway, around that time, it must have been 2016, because going into the holiday that year, Blade HQ had a sale on the carbon fiber S90V bug out, and it was like $150 out the door. Maybe tax. But ended up picking up that bug out. So the Buck 110 Plus Pro Plus model and that bug out were like my first two. Then I got into some like budget knives and, started watching more videos. But anyway, all along I'm thinking, what the hell's up with these Spydercos? They look pretty goofy. What's the scoop? After not long, though, I picked one up. I think it was a pair of 3. And I was like, oh, this thing's comfortable. And then I'm like, oh, this thing slices freaking insanely good. And then I'm like, oh, there's more. There's other ones. There's a bunch. So then I picked up a PM2 because I was like, oh, it's a larger version of the pair of 3. Let me get that. Then before I knew it, I had like 15 of them. Had like doubles and triples of some of them. But I've since gotten rid of quite a few. I've kept some, though. Kept some of them. Altered Sky coming in with a $5 G-Baller holler there. Rolling with a large Pyrite Light, medium Warcraft, Arkfeld UV from Olight, and a Ruger ST22, and a Corundum. Hit them with the double. Yeah, they definitely appreciate that, Altered Sky. That $5 G-Baller holler there. Matt Bland coming in with a gifted membership. Cat Scratch Fever. Add the twinkle for that. What up, Byron? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate that, Matt. We'll do that. We'll do that and that and that. Dark Mode Tall Boy 1.5 for Jason. Very nice, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. I have never even heard of that company. That Defiant 7. Yeah, Kubi's done a couple of Devos. Kubi has done all of Tempest knives. Or they had up until very recently. I think he maybe has done some others now. Or has some others in the works. I don't know. But Kubi's had some good ones come out here over the last year or so. The Mini Mystic, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, you won the West today. Dude, nice. Where'd you win that bad boy? Buck 110 on the hip every day. Dude, Brian, I want one too. I want a Buck 110 auto. Somebody has one. It's damn. I'll think of it. But yeah, I want a Buck 110 auto. Somebody who watches and comments on every video has one. But yeah, I want a Buck 110 auto too. I mean, that's just freaking sweet. I don't care what you say. Yeah, I have, you know, the Streamlight Wedge. I bought that flashlight. They have since come out with a smaller one. I think it's called like the XT maybe or something. But they originally came out in the bronzed or FDE, whatever you want to call it. And I bought one immediately before there was even like reviews on the damn thing. And it was like 110 or 120 bucks. It's a good flashlight though. It's the one I used it as my nightstand flashlight for a long, long time. It has since changed, but SOG Flash AT, difficult and dangerous assist. How do you mean? How do you mean what it wasn't coming out reliably, or how do you mean? Typically, well, typically I'd say SOG should do a pretty decent job on that. That's something they've done for a long time. People used to say, you know, that assisted knives were a way of covering up the company's lack of being able to get action properly done. And that's, you know, that's not the case, at least anymore. It's not, you know, there's Kershaw. Like the best assisted knives are done by, in my opinion, Off Grid, number one, Kershaw, and then SOG. And they have knives, you know, that have great action, all three companies, on manual knives. So that is true for maybe like some of them real cheap $5, you know, in that case. But adding that mechanism in is extra compared to just making a decent detent. But hell, even some of them $5-10 knives now, they're starting to get a lot of that crap right. It's freaking insane. Yeah, you can go from no Spydercos to a lot of Spydercos really quickly. The Bomber and the Gideon. The Gideon. Yeah, you're not too bad. You're not too bad at 9. You'll know you're starting to get bad or get sick when you have like, you know, a couple pair of 3s, a couple PM2s, a couple Mannixes, a couple Smocks, and then like, you know, That's when shit starts getting out of hand. That's from Migron, huh? Jason Watson gifting a membership to Brother Brian. Close to the yeah, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. What do we got? We got 4 now, baby. Oh, nice, dude. Very nice. Oh, that sucks, Helm. When did that happen? Yeah, for any members, it's 10:30. Tonight I'm not gonna be on real late. Probably 11-ish, something to that nature. So I won't be on real late, but I know Big Red is on tonight. I think I saw him say that. Yeah, the Mystic in Rex 45 is amazing. That's one of Kaiser's, in my opinion, that's one of their best EDC knives. Like just pure EDC knives. That thing is amazingly good. So good. So good. Get away from there. There's like a blurb up on the thing. TKE coming in with a gifted membership to D Metal. I haven't seen D Metal in a minute. Appreciate that, TKE. We'll have to get geared up for... We'll have to get geared up for the member giveaway here soon, or at least start clearing to make room. 1 Smock, 3 Mannix, 3 pair of 3s, 2 pair of 2s, and 1 Tenacious for Caleb. Yeah, that's how it starts, man. And before you know it, you're like, shit. But if you're a collector, see, as I began into making content, I was like, okay, I can turn, I had to start thinking I need different knives. I need more knives. So the doubles and triples and whatnot that I had of Spyderco's, I just picked the one that had the steel I liked the best, and I kept that one. Like my M4 Smock, I kept that. My Crewwear Para 3, I kept that. The Warncliffe and Tanto PM2s, I'm not getting rid of those. Those don't count. I actually sold all my PM2 regulars because I do want to get something else. I had several. The one I kept for a while was 20 CV, but I have so much of that from everywhere. And I think no. Regardless, I have so much of it. I sold my PM2 in it. And I'll probably get one in like Crewwear, Magnacut, something like that. I've thought about getting the Crew Carta one. That's like in my opinion, that's a no-brainer type of deal right there. If you're looking to get something like that in that neighborhood, the Crewwear, my Carta PM2, you could argue that's the one right there. I mean, it's awesome. I have 3 SOG Trident ATs and an Aegis AT, and my ex has a Flash AT. They are all squared away, although the studs on the Flash are a bit tough to actuate. I wonder if that's maybe what he's talking about. Hell yeah, man. That'll hang out. The gifted memberships, for anyone who is here on a gifted membership, they last 28 days from the day you get it. but that does allow you to enter any of the member giveaways that are between now and then. You always can become a permanent member or a month-to-month member, however you want to put that. The Twitch too. You know, I have some of the old ones like the Slim Jim, the Cash Card. I think they still make some of those, and maybe all of them even, but ones that have been around for years. The Slim Jim, I have one of those. That was one of the first knives I ever bought myself, at least. The Cash Card, the Escape, that one had like it was like a weird lock, almost like a slide. Or no, that was a Gerber that I had. No, that was the Escape was like that too. But Gerber had this one that had like a thumb disc. It was assisted though, and you had to slide this tab up, then close it to, to be able to close it. But had they continued to innovate off what they were doing, SOG and Gerber, that is, they had a chance to really be out ahead before the craze. This was back in like '06, so '07, somewhere in there, '08. Before the knife insanity really, really kicked off. They could have been ahead of the game, but instead, whoever was running the joint was just interested in milking the company dry till they had a horrible name. Later, William. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate that. Hope you have a good weekend. No, I think the only ones that are left are DLC Tantos, I believe. Full Tie Megatherium. Nice, yeah, that's a beast. I have two older Spydercos. For years, my main users. They were my only modern knives, and I had no collection other than Swiss Army knives. Interesting. That's awesome. Warney PM2 is a forever knife in my collection. Yeah. The Warncliffe XHP PM2, that'll never go anywhere. My Tanto and S30V will never go anywhere. Ba, ba, ba. I can't get rid of the Sog Kiku. That's that little Chody Foster, isn't it? You gonna let me enter into your airspace next Saturday? Of course. Of course, a horse. Efrain Perez. It's mushy, really. They've kind of corrected that coil spring and made it quite a bit better from at least my experience. Like the original coil lock that Microtech did was horrendous. Like horrendous. But the ones that I've handled over the last year, like my stitch, it doesn't have like what I would compare to Kaiser's crossbar lock because it's a coil lock. So that's something that I had to keep in mind. It doesn't feel like those, but it does have a clean clean spring, a strong spring, and a clean action. My Stitch does. And I handled a couple MSIs that were, I guess one of them was mushy and the other one was pretty good. So I know what you mean. Sell it and get a Stitch. I don't know. I think they maybe put a little bit more in the Stitch for some reason, but I could be wrong. Yeah, man, there is literally a million knives you could pick up that are 100 and under. Yeah, you can use G-Ball 10, dude. You could get a $110 knife. Drinking some coffee. Yeah, G-Ball 10. G-Ball 10. Boy, dude, I don't know if I'd get rid of that knife. That's a knife like so I have a couple of the assisted off-grids. I don't know if you've ever handled one of those, but anyone who has can attest to how robust the knives are. They're meant for like law enforcement, emergency personnel, military, so they're overbuilt. But anyway, I keep one of those in each vehicle, and then I have, like they're the vehicle knives because they're gonna be dependable, dude. You hit that flipper tab and that bitch is coming out a hellin' on them off grids. And then I got another one in my chest rig. So they're those types of knives that are like that, I tend to put in certain spots. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, Brian. Appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Mick. And when I hit those times where I'm like, I don't know, that's when, you pick up, like what I would always do is I'd kind of just surf around on websites or Amazon, whatever, and just kind of scan around, and then, I might pick up. That's how my collecting habits have always been. I might buy a couple knives that are more expensive, then I might later on buy a couple that are more budget friendly, and I've done that for years and years, and I still do that actually. But when I got in those phases, I would kind of just chill out and then maybe pick up something budget ended that looked interesting. And that's how I found a lot of these, like, Olitons, like Olitons and some of these other companies they're out there. That's how I found them. I didn't really know what I wanted to get, and I was like, well, I'll just spend like $50 or whatever and get a budget knife that looks interesting. And then that's how I found Trivisa, Olitons, SRM, Rake, over time anyway. Do I have the EMP Nimble? Yeah, but I have like, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 or 5 regular Nimbles, and then I have 3 or 4 Tantos. I have the Warney. I have every EMP, and some of them I have multiples of. Most of them I have multiples of. I have both the Thick Boys, version 1 and 2. I have 2 relatives. Yeah, I got them all. All the EMPs, baby. Very nice, Jason. Those are some good ones. Dude, I did the same thing to my buddies at my old work. And the one ended up getting like a micro tech and some other stuff too. So, but then I ended up leaving, so I don't know if he's still buying knives or not. Probably not, because I'm not in his face every day showing him new knives. Yeah, the Vortex, man. That thing is sweet. That has some of the nicest carbon fiber. That shredded sky blue. It's nice looking stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much, I've been carrying that. The Vortex. The WK1 has not left my side. And I've been using this bad boy up. And it's so good. So comfortable. It cuts really good. I mean, it's not going to be like TRM atom thin and have that type of, and this is meant more for a majority of slicing, but it's meant to have a little bit of all around use to it, a little bit of toughness, a little bit of beast mode. But yeah, the WK1, that bad boy hasn't left my pocket at all. And the Vortex was in there, and then I've been carrying that new ZT. Those have been pretty. The Spectrum from Monster. There's a couple I've been going to here lately, but the main couple are those. Later, Helm. Hope you have a good weekend. Yeah, I can show it. I was thinking about getting the Nimble in Altum. Oh yeah, dude. The John, the designer and owner of EMP, is awesome. His wife Jamie, awesome. Great people who continuously get screwed over by people stealing the Nimble design. And I have a video coming on that. At some point, I even asked John if it was cool. Just to bring awareness to new people, type of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can get. Let me get caught up here. I'll get a couple. I'll get my case out. The Nimbles have their own. What in the world? The Nimbles have their own case. You dig? There you go. We'll go take a look at it. They're actually, somebody said last weekend, and I actually listened to whoever it was, and maybe they wasn't talking about this knife, but I'm pretty sure they were. No codes for e-knives, Mick. Let me get this up here. Dude, this is my favorite knife of the year right now. Favorite knife of the year so far. My favorite knife through the halfway point. Yeah, they're still in stock too. They're getting low. I know they're getting low, but they are all still in stock right now. You have, I think This is the one I have right here that I was just showing you. This is the raw handle with the belt satin. And then they have this one here, which I think is a blast. It's like a polish blasted type finish with a hand satin on the flat there. And they got this bad boy here, the all murdered out. And then I know just because of how the affiliation works, a bunch of people have went and got these that have watched my videos. This variant here, there's only 2 left of that one, but I think that's the one that people have went and got the most, from what I know, from what I've shown anyway. But yeah, this thing it's awesome. It's extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. It carries great. Sweatpants. I've carried it in sweatpants, gym shorts, gym pants, jeans, everything. Carried this knife in it. It's got good clearance. The clip is freaking... There's nothing I don't like about this knife. The only knock I have on the knife whatsoever, or small little nitpick, is that it don't have a left hand pocket clip for lefties. Like, just judging the design for its, the design, that would be the only, negative check mark I could give the knife. It's really, really solid otherwise. Oh, and that's right. These coded 2 are actual DLC. Yeah. Actual DLC with that saber height hollow. Freaking, it's awesome. But yeah, that's the knife I've been carrying a ton. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I think that's it. A lot of them are gone. They got a couple, though. They got a couple. So what's the difference? Oh, so is that a hand satin? Or no, is that a stonewash? What's going on here? Manual fine grinding pearlescent surface effect. So that's some sort of specialized finish that they're doing. Manual fine grinding satin surface plus the pearlescent surface effect. Oh, okay. So this is another twisty turny. And then they got the DLCs and the satin. But yeah, that has an integral back strap. Full titanium integral back strap that pops off via this little switch here. And the machining is really, really good. You can pull that thing right off and slide it right back on. But it's a good size. Right over 8. So I consider that to be a full-size knife, at that 8-inch mark. So it's a good size. It's really comfortable. Love it. Love it. No, E-knives don't have a code. Carrying the MT1A Pro Nightcore along with my Asher Fixie for Rick. Very nice. I'm going to take yeah, Thomas, I actually, let me snag it for you here. Wixco for sure. Theramonster is the ones doing the OEMing for them. And there you go. We don't know for certain, but we believe that Theramonster is the manufacturing company that does some of the manufacturing production for Bestech. And if you go watch, I think I was the first YouTube content creator to check out a Monster and put videos out on it. But I think either the second video, it was one of the first 3 videos I did. I say these feel like a freaking Bestech does, or the equivalent of a Bestech. And come to find out, possibly they are the ones doing some of the work for Bestech. Some of the work, but none of that is proven. Later, B. Hope you have a good night and a good weekend, brother. I'm going to go take a quick leak. Real quick. You can check this knife out. Do wop da do wop. Do wop da do wop. Do wop da do wop. All right. Oh! Got the cases for the member giveaway. While we're at it, but if you're looking for a more premium knife, I have Remet as the most improved company over the last year, and they have some crazy ass stuff. I handled one of their very first knives, or their very first knife, when they were not always Remet. Their original name was like QYGMS or some shit. It was just a bunch of random letters. Anyway, it was like a $40 knife, and that was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark. And it was okay, but now they're doing shit like this, and it's like, wow. And even their budget stuff has gotten just insanely good. So they really put in the work to start putting out the progression they went through over the last year and a half has been insane. But yeah, Remet is certainly worth checking out. Let's go over to... Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Let's go... go over here and check out Wixco. This is the Vortex. I think it goes down to what, like just under 90 with the code, if you get this one here. They do have a micarta variant for a little bit less at 70. But I got a full unboxing on the Vortex up, where we run it through the normal catalog of drills for the unboxing knife. A lot of people like hawksbills, and I do, especially a subtle one like this. To me, it's just a meaner Wharncliffe is how I view it anyway. But Wixco is Faramonster's more affordable line. So it's Faramonster's build quality and all that stuff. It's just they're using more affordable materials in some of the knives. But the Vortex and the Skort and the Pexton were the three that I was like, yeah, I need to. Those look really good. The Drax was also I mean, they all look good. Yeah, I guess that is pretty much all of them. But the Ragnar looks sweet. Let's go take a look at this bastard. Like, this thing is, for 99 bucks, it's freaking sweet. .2 inches. I'll have a video coming on it here soon. You have that anodized aluminum with I guess that's a gold shredded carbon fiber. Yeah. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. They put out, Faramonster put out the Spectrum, which is their new release for 2025. Let's go over here real quick. Whoops. You dirty girl, you. But Faramonster, they're the ones responsible for Wixco, and they got, Faramonster's gonna be, I'm guessing, knives over $100, and then Wixco is gonna be anything under $100. Is I guess how they're gonna be doing it for now, at least. But they just put out the Spectrum very recently, like this month or within the last couple weeks here. But this is the other knife I haven't put down out of the couple that I mess with on a daily basis and carry. This has been one of them. It's got a DLC. It's beautiful. You can see the belt satin right through the DLC. It's a hard knife to video and photograph, but this actually has a belt satin underneath of it. It's really, really good looking. And then you got carbon fiber over titanium. And then they have, if you prefer, and it's even a little cheaper, they got full titanium handles. So you can go with, and it's got a micro texture, which I actually didn't know that it has a micro texture. I thought it was a smooth handle. So that's pretty dope right there. Ryan, what up? Who's that? Wixco or Faramonster? Yeah, that's, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with, being weary and whatnot. But I can tell you, just from handling, a lot of knives, that their quality, they're knives that if you own, if you've handled and owned Bestex knives, that's what they're built like, that's what they feel like, and that's probably who's been making them. And Best Tech is on par with, you know, some of the best production knives in the world. And Monster has been around for a long time. They just ultimately, within the last year or two, decided to create their own brand, and that's you know where Monster comes in. But understandable to be weary. But you can, you know, I got lots of videos dating all the way back to like a year ago, maybe longer, or at least within the last year, on all the Monsters that have come out, plus the new one that just came out, the Spectrum. And then, you know, that first Wixco, they're solid, real solid. Not a whole lot of complaining to do. They keep the branding just non-existent. They have a little logo there on the pivot, which is actually one of my favorite logos on a pivot that I've seen. They keep the branding to a minimum. You know, they get all the stuff that you would want right, you know. And Monster even more so. The Wix Skort in all black has purple. Really? Let me see here. What a dummy. I accidentally used the live stream page. To go over there. All right. The Skort was honestly my least favorite of the three I own. The Spectrum is easily one of, if not the best Monster yet. Really? You didn't like the Skort? What didn't you like about it? I'm just curious. The Wix Skort. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's got like a purple haze fat carbon. Yeah, see, I mean, they're using some good stuff in these knives. I mean, just think about this. Think about this. Last year, Civivi, I can't remember the name of the knife, but they came out with a knife, that button lock. It was like $100 or $90. It was in K110, and I think it had aluminum, and it was like $100. Wixco's coming around, 14C, aluminum, purple haze, carbon fiber, gold flake, shredded carbon fiber, the sky blue. This blue is freaking amazing. Like, I held that up to my drop bear that has blue carbon fiber, and that one looks really good. The drop bear in the blue carbon fiber, but the Vortex here looks even better. That's like a shredded carbon fiber, and that one's micarta. I like this one a lot. I like the flipper. I know some people won't, but I like the flipper cutout combo, liner lock. Looks like it's got good access. We'll be checking this one out soon enough. Got a nice little point here to the clip. Just good. They do a good job, you know. They do what is needed. Get all the little details right. I like this one. 7.5. Wish it was a little bigger, but that's what she said. That's what she said, boys. That one's 8-inch. Is that my Carta? Or yeah, it's G10. Okay. And then, of course, we got the Drax, which the Drax here kind of reminds me of the Spectrum in a budget form. Now, I think this is a little smaller. I think the Spectrum is more like closer to 8, where that one is 7.3 or whatever. The for sale is M390 flipper with liner. So, but yeah, definitely keep your eye on them. All right. Anthony, what up? The Sentinel Strike. That's exactly right. All right. So, exactly, Kathleen. And that's what I mean by Monster is theoretically best tech in a way. At least in my opinion. That's what I think. I think Best Tech has used Monster as an OEM for their knives. Oh, let me show that real quick. So there's the drop bear in its carbon fiber. And if you go watch the unboxing of the Vortex, you'll get a better idea with light shining this way on them. They both look good. But the Vortex, the carbon fiber is just naturally more, I don't know, it's got more color to it, I should say. It's a little bit louder than the drop bear. And some people might not like that. Some people will. But yeah, the drop bear, that looks good. So it's one of them deals where the studs are good, but the flipper is kind of neglected. Is that what you mean? All right, guys. Yeah, it's getting 11:15. No, you didn't win nothing. Not even friendship, dog. Not even friendship. All right, members. I'll give you 2 minutes. There is a link at the top of the chat to go leave a comment. I'm going to put it in the chat again. And we're going to draw a lucky member. And then they're going to pick a pouch. And if they're not here, we're going to pick a pouch. Let me, one of these. No, it ain't that one. I think we got, it must be that one. Okay. So I'm going to add more this week. Just didn't really have a chance this past week to do it. We're going to have 5 pouches. Yeah, hit that like button. Appreciate that. Cicero, I am going to make a promise that I am going to start during the week at least a couple of times, or at least once, if not a couple times, start doing a live stream during the weekdays. For like an hour and a half, or whatever. So that is going to be coming. If I had it my way, I'd do one Monday through Friday for an hour each day, but doesn't always work out like that. But I know there's people who have off on certain days, people who are not working or whatever, that would definitely come and hang out and blah 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 blah. And I want to do them. We could look at, like, around the holidays, I was doing a couple during the week, if you remember, and we would go look at gear, different knives, all that type of stuff. So I'd like to start doing that again. So yeah. Mick, I'm going to. Instead of making excuses like the room ain't done or I gotta do this or whatever, even if it's just for an hour or whatever, hour and a half. Yeah, Cicero. Yeah, migraines are freaking killer. Knock on wood. I had one a week ago, but it wasn't on Saturday. So luckily, I've made it to several Saturday streams in a row. Brez, do a live unboxing. Yeah, we could do that. I could release my normal 11:30 unboxing, normal video, and then at like 12:30 do like a live unboxing. Yeah, I could do that. We could do that. That's what it's about, Chris. Just do it. All right, guys. If you're in, you're in. If you're not in, you're out. I have never ordered from Knives Plus. Yeah, Jeremy, from like maybe like early November, late October into the new year, I was doing I was trying to do as many as I could anyway then. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to get it squared away to where I'm doing one at least for sure, like every week. I'd like to do a set day where I do like an afternoon one, but I'd like to do even more than just one. So we'll see how it goes here. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to refresh, and we are going to draw a winner here. Yeah, definitely not something I look forward to. Bluminati coming in with 16 months. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Hell yeah, brother. 16 Mizzy months for the Bluminati man. Hell yeah, brother. Hells to the yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous, man. I've had them, or when I worked at the place I used to, there was a few times where I had to leave work and drive home, and it's definitely dangerous. Did I put the wrong? Oh, you know what I got to do? I got to switch around. Yeah, I've been getting them for quite a while now. I used to get headaches as a kid. And then as I got into my mid to late 20s, I was lucky enough to start getting the migraines. Toddy Carr coming in with the 16-month banger. Been lurking. Evening, everyone. What's up, Toddy? All right, we're going to go here. Hell yeah, brother Todd. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. We're going to go over here and we're going to pick a winner here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to reload it so we're up to date. And now we're up to date. We're going to go up here. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Wait a minute. Where's our wheel of... Oh. There we go. There's our wheel of names. And we're going to kick this bad boy off. Good luck, everybody. You guys can see, right? Yep. 61 seconds are on the clock. Good luck. The winner gets to pick a pouch 1 through 5 tonight. I'll add more. I'll be adding more. Rebel, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Awesome. Congratulations. That's got to be a good feeling. Good to see you, brother. Glad you could swing through and chat. For anyone who's going to be hanging out, looking for something to do here in a little bit, Big Red is going to be going live not long here, an hour maybe, so that gives you time to get a snack, you know, and go catch Big Red. Kathleen! Looky there. Congratulations, Kathleen. Congratulations. I think that's your first win, isn't it? Cat Scratch, what up? I think that's Kathleen's first win. Congratulations. Now, you can pick a pouch. I'll hold them up here. And you can pick. So we got pouch number 1. We got pouch number 2. And remember, these are just pouches with random knives in it. So put no thought into what the pouch looks like. So we got 1 through 5. Kathleen, you can pick 1 through 5. Finally, somebody who is here. Just kidding. Yes. Yes, yes. Hey, that's what happens. I've seen that 1,000 times where somebody wins a bunch in the same week. So that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. Yes, big congrats. 3 or 4. Woo! Okay. Yes, Cat Scratch. That'll last for 28 days. You can always opt to become a permanent member, a month-to-month member, and that'll just pick up at the end of the 28 days. Kathleen picking number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy here. See what we got. We got a Real Steel microfiber cloth. What is this? Oh. It's the Murdered Out Sacra from Real Steel. Oh, it's the tactical version. That's right. It's a K110, partially serrated. So they did these. They were an exclusive, I believe, but then they just kind of became open. But that has the integral frame, the deep carry clip. It's reversible. I don't know if you're lefty or righty. And then it's got the crossbar lock as well. And their crossbar locks are really good. So that'll be a good one to put in a vehicle, put in a pack or something, put in the purse. It's good to have. I'm of the opinion it's good to have a couple serrated blades. They're good for, or partially serrated, or both. Congratulations, Kathleen, and I'll hook you up with some Schwiggity Swag as well. Let me write that down. Kathleen. And then just shoot me an email, Kathleen, GBALLVision@Outlook. It's in all my videos as well in the description. Congratulations. All right, everyone. That is my cue. I am hoping this week to get to a weekday stream. I'm going to make it a point to do that. So I'll try to give plenty of notice as well. You know, I'll try to do like a post in the morning or maybe the night before. We'll see, but try to give warning. That way for whoever is home, or maybe you're at work and you can still watch or whatever. But we'll start doing some weekday streams where we're going and looking at gear on various websites and whatever. But if nothing else, we'll be back on Saturday night as long as everything goes as planned. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. and a good week. Love you all. Replay crew, love you guys as well. Appreciate you all for hanging out. And I will see you guys. What is it? On the next one.